About 6 months ago, I got a job at McDonald's. I didn't feel like I needed a job, but I was nearing my 18th birthday, and my stepmom decided it would be a good way for me to learn accountability. Initially, I hated it, though I quickly realized that it was actually nice having and managing my own money. At times, I worked the drive-thru, and that task felt extremely robotic, more so than being at the tills. I was programmed to speak my linear phrases into the microphone each time a car approached the sensor outside, and in a repetitive voice, gave me their order. As a big social personality, the impersonal environment made me feel a little disconnected. One night, I was working the night shift with my coworker, Evelyn. It was just past 2 a.m., and the only customers we saw were drunk, yet unproblematic college students grabbing a quick meal. Evelyn was tending to the front counter when she looked over to me and said, "You look tired, Nathan. You can work the drive-thru and have a rest. I doubt anyone's coming tonight." She was right about me being tired. I had a long day and was grateful for the opportunity to slack off a bit. I sloped off to the drive-thru window and sat down watching the overhead camera screens. The parking lot was vacant, and the sensor cam mounted in front of the big menus outside showed an empty lane. I was lost in thought, staring ahead when the proximity sensor went off to signal movement at the menus. I recited the customary phrase, "Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?" It took me a while to break my trance-like state and register that a woman was standing in front of the camera. She looked disheveled, but not homeless. She had long blonde hair and was dressed in a bright summer dress, despite it being freezing cold outside. Her hands trembled as she picked at her fake plastic nails while talking into the microphone. When I readjusted my headset, I could hear her placing an order. "Sorry, ma'am. Would you mind placing an order inside the store? We can only serve vehicles through the window." It was strange for her to even try to place an order out there to begin with, but I was more concerned about her being out in the bad weather. When she heard me speak up, she momentarily paused and inched closer to the speaker box, placing her face directly in the camera lens above it. I could hear her breathing through my headset, every wheezing breath more shallow than the last. Up close, I could tell she was of middle age, and her left eye was a bit milky, likely blind, judging from a quick glance. I was about to politely repeat my request when she nodded, and the movement made her stumble backwards. She regained her balance and staggered to the front doors. I watched her on the second security screen as she entered through the door and approached Evelyn at the counter. By that time, the place was empty. The lady spoke to Evelyn and abruptly left without ordering anything. Curious and a little confused, I slipped from the high chair and peeked around the back to ask Evelyn what the lady wanted.